What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast, boys. This is not any ordinary episode. This is episode 100. Let's go! Woo! This is very special. It's triple digits. Now, this is episode 100, but also we have 100 subs, which is amazing.
101.
101, yeah.
101.
So, how do we start this one off? So, just ordinary or...
Oh, I got my merch, bro.
Yeah.
I got the merch out. You guys haven't seen it before. Yeah, link in bio for the merch. Here's a long sleeve. But, yeah.
Pretty nice.
I'm kind of disappointed. These guys didn't bring merch.
What?
Yeah, bro.
You guys don't
What
have
do you
any,
mean?
do you?
We don't have
No.
any.
Dude, you guys gotta buy some.
We gotta cop some.
Yeah. No, but, if you're interested, check out link in bio. I mean, description. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Where should we start?
Well, I want to say that also this will be on probably Spotify because we're recording
Ooh.
audio on a separate file, so we'll combine both in post-production for YouTube, but Spotify, or Google Podcasts,
Yeah.
we can put that on there and it'll work.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We can do like story time, right?
guess story time.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
I guess I'll start us off for the first story time in person again.
Mhm.
Which is
100
yeah.
subs, 100 brothers.
All right. So this week, well, actually today, I was in Whistler, so got extra day in on Whistler, which is really nice. The snow was like insane. Yeah, it was like really sick. So I went to Whistler, but going to the gym, lifting and stuff. Gym in my building, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, school and stuff, just like, pretty normal week. And then, yeah, now I'm here. Hit 100 on the podcast, so I guess I could say that too. But yeah, it's pretty much like my week, I'd say. What about you guys?
Yeah, so same here, not the Whistler part. We got 101 subscribers as of
Oh,
recording.
yeah, my bad.
Episode 100, you guys saw the balloons. Yeah, today, it's Easter today, by the way. Happy Easter. Or
Yeah.
happy,
Hanukkah.
happy, what's it called? The Jewish thing? It's like happy Passover. Or happy, it was Ramadan or whatever. Anyway, yeah, so what better way to spend it with the boy, E.T. Hand to him. And shout out Jackson, he's actually behind the camera today as
Yeah.
well. Doing a great job. He's got his bubbly and a ring pop. So he's occupied. But yeah, so today, I was with E.T., came over, went down to Party City, grabbed the supplies. You guys can see all behind us. It kind of looks like a quinceañera. But yeah, no, it's pretty sick. And then we got these, like, you already saw. And yeah, we came back, played some basketball, and just chilled in here. We had dinner here. We had Subway. Shout out Subway. No sponsor, but it's sick. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much my day. My week, I had bench test. I got a new PR, which was 105. Now, a little
Damn.
backstory. Last time I did it, I got 95. All right, 95. And I was like, that took a lot of effort. I was like, okay, I could probably have gotten 100, but I'm keeping it at 95. And I was like, there's no way I would have got 105. Then this week, I did it. I got 105, and it was fairly easy. Like, I could have done 115, like, easily. So I think that would have been my PR. I didn't want to do it because, improvement, easier to improve and all that. But, yeah. So I think that's the highlight of my week. 5-day weekend. I didn't go to school Thursday. I don't have school today, which is Friday. And we got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday because of Easter weekend. So that's great. Happy Easter again. And I'll give it to E.T. to share a story time.
Yeah, so for me, I just had to book an Uber here, and Uber dude was really nice. He gave me nice water. He works for a charity, so shout out that dude. And this week just had gym and my other classes, which is really great. And spent the day here, been setting up and just planning the podcast. So it's been great. So that's it for me. Just making sure the audio level is good. But I'm very happy to be here. And yeah, we can take it away with the topics or talk about something else. Yeah, so if you
Okay.
guys go.
When you guys can go, because I'm going to actually look for my topics here.
All right. Well, I just want to talk about the journey that took to get here. Is what I meant to say. 'Cause we've been doing this. So we started originally in quarantine. What do you guys initially like? What was your initial thoughts when Colin told you, "Hey, you guys want to start a podcast?" 'Cause I know I was not unsure, but just oh, a podcast. I just never really thought about it. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty interesting. And I was like, oh, maybe I should try it out. So, what did you guys think when you heard?
Okay, yeah, I'll go. I thought I was pretty skeptical because podcasts I didn't know many. Only knew Impulsive, and that's about it. Like that's the only one because I used to watch Logan Paul and he doesn't post anymore. Now he's selling NFTs.
Kind of stupid.
And he's been boxing. He wrestled some dude, and I was skeptical, didn't want to do it, but I ended up trying it out, and here I am, and it's been great. So it's worked out, and that's my story. It's just pretty simple. I was pretty skeptical about it, and just decided to do it.
I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys do like it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it. I think I mentioned this before, but I wanted to do it just because I've seen so many podcasts, and I just found them so interesting. But it was a big what if. I couldn't see myself getting to this point, really. Because it was quarantine. We're like, oh, we'll just do it online, right? We'll just do it from there. And I don't know. But I think that I'm happy with where we're at. 101 subs, that's pretty good. In terms of YouTube, that's not a whole lot. But when it comes to, if you think about it, 101 people, by the way, if you're wondering, Jackson's, I don't know what he's doing with his
He's
ring
opening
pop.
some snacks,
ring pop.
oh my god.
I don't think the
what are you
mics will
doing?
pick
The
it
mics
up,
won't
but
pick it up.
You might hear.
Yeah,
just did it very slowly.
yeah. But,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, shout out Jackson. But no, I was just like, dude, let's just do the podcast. I really liked how podcasts went, and I was like, let's do it. It seems really fun. And, I was like, we just, because sometimes we would play Minecraft. Remember the realm?
Yeah.
We would play Minecraft, and we would just go on to these tangents. So I'm like, dude, we got to make this into something. This is fun. I would watch this, right? Now, and a lot of people would argue, oh, why would they want to watch you talk about whatever? That's respectable, but it's kind of like a time capsule in a way. When I'm, 45, I'm in, my middle years or whatever, I want to show my kids this,
Yeah.
I just want to be like, dude, this is what we did. This is what life was like, especially during, COVID. We
Mhm.
talked about the cases and the start of the virus. I think at this point, we know a lot to the point where in 30 years, we have the same knowledge right now as we will then, if that makes sense. But at the same time, it's something new can emerge. I know in Ontario and Manitoba, I think maybe even Alberta, they're starting to bring stuff back. I know in Ontario, they're putting masks back into place in school. So kind of a resurge. But so far, so good here. I haven't really checked the cases in a while. But hey, let's just hope that we can continue to come here in person. I think that, I was telling these guys beforehand that there's obviously going to be some bumps in the road, but there's a difference between bump in the road and a problem, right? A problem is shit, we can't continue, we can't go on. We're going to have bumps in the road, even with this episode. If you watched our first episode in person, I keep looking at Jackson. I don't know why. It's like I'm talking to him. If you look at our first episode in person, that was a bit iffy. So this episode is probably going to be similar to that. I'm going to be watching this next week, and I'm going to be like, dude, we should have done this, or there's something wrong with that. But hey, we learned that's a block in the road, right? That's a problem, but not a problem. A problem would be, like I said, we can't go on, we can't continue. But bump in the road, that's different. So I think that's kind of what I take from the podcast. I'm gonna find a topic here that I have. I have the trailer released for what is this called? The Stranger Things season 4. I don't think we're prepared to show this, so we'll skip out on that. Maybe next week I might show it. We do have a copper drop though, actually, that I think we'll do because I can give it to Jack.
I'll just in post. I'll just put it on the screen.
Alrighty, that's another thing. Our production seems, from what ET's telling us, to be getting a lot better. So without further ado, I'll show the. This is a soccer cleat, actually. What do you guys think?
Damn, I think it's pretty clean. Is that the
It's
tempo,
the what is this? Yeah, the tempo.
Yeah.
This is League Legend 9 version.
Dang. Those are clean. I remember, like, they had those, like, the old tempos and stuff were, like, pretty, like, there was, like, I don't know, in, like, 2012, like, 2013, all soccer boots kind of looked the same.
Yeah.
Like, I know
They did
one,
for a while.
the Magista Obra, it was called, like, the pimple boot. It was, like, green, yellow, and red, and it had, like, little bumps on it, and it looked like pimples or something. So, you know, soccer boots have come a long way since that kind of era, I would say.
Yeah.
I'd say this one looks pretty clean. It kind of reminds me of that, like, that 2012-esque, like, look with the neon colors and stuff. But I think it's cool. I'd wear it, I think. I'd say cop, honestly. What about you guys?
I have to say cop. What about you? I like the neon.
Yeah, I'd say, cop. Yeah, the green does stand out, the neon, and it's also white, which is a good color. I
Kinda
like
gray, no?
with it.
Well,
Yeah.
this part might be white. The back kind of bluish.
Oh yeah, white and blue. It looks like those basketball shoes.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah. Cop.
There we go. First copper drop in a while. I think that's actually all of my topics. Just one. I had the trailer. Jackson's like, what the hell? No, but yeah, that's all. Yeah, you guys can go if you want.
I don't really have topics. I just want to keep talking about kind of like the origin and stuff. Do you guys have like any like memories? Like, what do you think your favorite memory was of doing the podcast so far?
I like how we met Bathrobe Dwayne. It sucked that couldn't go
Yeah.
anywhere, but it was cool to meet him. He was an interesting character.
I forgot about that. That was like such a like weird
Interaction.
Yeah. Like nothing happened with that. We just kind of like had him on.
He was hungover.
Yeah.
He said he woke up at 3 p.m. and
then
he couldn't stay for long, and then he just left. We didn't even start.
And we didn't
recording.
even like start recording
Yeah.
or film any of it. So
Yeah.
it was really just like we were in
Meeting
a
him.
room in Discord. So it was like in a Discord server. And then he was in and he hopped on and there's like no one there for a bit. And then Colin was having like computer issues and it was me and E.T. and Bathroom Dwayne in like a random room. And I'm like,
Yeah.
we've seen his videos, but we don't like know this guy.
Yeah.
And it was so weird. And then
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, boys, I'm going to head out, you know. I'm really hungover right now, you know,
Yeah.
I got to dip. And then,
He was just asking us about how school's going. He was
Yeah.
getting really personal with all that stuff. But it's cool.
yeah.
Yeah. That was funny. Yeah. We were actually watching his stream today. He was streaming.
Mhm.
I think he was playing. I don't remember the game, but he was reacting to something.
It was pretty funny.
It was funny. It was funny. He was reacting to this Indian guy that was getting like trying to get jumped in like a 7-Eleven in Daytona, and he had a Raptors jersey on. That was pretty funny, but it was like a lawsuit or something. He was like reacting. His whole family was there, and people were trying to like request like really bad shit, like
Mhm.
snake up horse's ass and stuff like that. And they're like he has like a sister that's probably like 13 or something, like pretty
Mhm.
young compared to him. And then his mom and his dad were there, like on the camera watching the stream. So it was weird to see that. And
Yeah.
everyone in the chat was like, "No, don't show it. You're gonna get scarred for life." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But it was funny, yeah, him reacting to that. So yeah, there's that. Episode 50 was actually pretty good. We had Parsa and Jackson on. And we just it was really really raw, but it
Yeah.
was good.
It was
It
kind of
was
like
fun. It
it
was fun over everything.
reminded me of like a like kind of like behind the scenes type of
Yeah.
thing. There was a lot of like hat. I remember Jackson put on a hat and Parsa had like
Yeah, like
3
his
hats.
mom. He had his mom's like a gardening hat and then
Uh-huh.
like a trucker hat or something.
yeah yeah when Andy L came on he's like,
That
oh,
was-
is the hat thing? He's like, is that do I have to wear a
Yeah.
hat because we all
Because
wearing
he
hats.
watched that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say those are my top 3 moments. Andy L, because he was just a great guest. I'd say
Yeah.
he was my favorite guest. We had a lot of
Same.
great guests. But I think that Andy L was my favorite. I'm not going to go into who's my least favorite because that's rude. Anybody that came onto the podcast, thank you.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So that's my top 3 favorite moments. I said 3. I didn't go into
Mhm.
1. But,
Yeah.
TT.
For me, I would say favorite is definitely having Parsa on. It was probably, I think, the most fun we've had on the podcast.
The 50 or just with him on, just by himself?
Like with him on, he makes it really like funny, like, and it just makes me miss him because he's not
Yeah.
here, not like in the world, but in a different country.
He's alive.
He's
Don't worry.
alive. He's doing well, you know.
Hopefully we'll see him
And
again.
also Andy L. He was really professional,
Oh yeah.
and
Definitely.
I feel like we could have him on, and even in person, fly him out. That would be funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, top 2 definitely. Andy L was great guest. We had many great guests, and everyone I thought so far like outstanding, pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
From a viewer's perspective, Jackson, what do you think? Who have you watched that you were like, damn, that's a good guest?
Yourself. Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else? Just you? Parsa.
Yeah. Well, it's because you know him. Like, I wonder, like, if people who don't know
Parsa.
Parsa and they just
What if
watch
they
it.
find him annoying? I know he's watching this right now. Shout out Parsa. I told him that we're filming this today. He was hyped.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Last episode, I
Yeah.
think he commented saying like, "Oh, I'm looking forward to episode 100."
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So he's watching us.
Parka's
Parsa.
a loyal viewer.
Thank you, Parsa.
He's in Dubai. Talk about what? What Jackson's trying?
Who's your next guest?
Who's our next guest? You don't even have anything considered right now.
I might
Yeah,
have a.
You might have
Oh.
somebody.
I have, yeah, I might, but I don't know how it's gonna work with in person if we can get people in here. How that's gonna work with like mics and stuff, but
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out.
Oh, it'll
you
work.
know?
If we have XLR, we can just hook like 2 more mics up, and
Mhm.
then
we
we
need
have
another
the
mic. That's the biggest thing.
Bumps in the road.
voice
you
Bumps
meter.
in the road?
Yeah.
Not a problem.
know?
All
Not
right?
a problem.
Yeah, no,
Don't get it
we're good.
twisted.
Don't get
Not
twisted.
a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, yeah, kind of on the same like just like podcast. We're just talking about the podcast, but like, where do you guys want to go in the future? Let's say when we reach episode 200, like, where do you guys want to be? Sub count, guests, like, what do you want to have accomplished by then?
That's deep because 200. That's in. If we have one episode a week, how many weeks are in a year? There's
Like 50 something.
52, right?
Yeah.
so 52 weeks. That is 3 months. That's not 3 months, Jackson.
52 weekends a year, no?
Yeah, that's over a year. I think.
Yeah, I think
Well,
Are you saying days or weeks?
weeks.
Oh, my bad.
So
it's
how many?
every
So there's
Friday, once a
52 weeks in a year.
doing some
In
quick math on here.
100 weeks, we'll have 200 episode. Number 200.
Yeah.
So how many? ET's got a calculator out.
It's like,
No, how many weeks in a year?
Sorry? What, Jackson?
Yeah, 52 weeks
Yeah.
in a year.
What are you saying?
That's a year and like a month, probably.
Yeah.
It's in a year. So,
2023.
well, I'm gonna be watching this, being like shaking my head, but we can't say like what we're gonna look like because we don't know. Like I said, we
Mhm.
had bumps in the road, right? Like we went in person, then not in person. So there's nothing I could say that would be a valid prediction. But if I were to guess, I would say that we're still doing it at the consistency rate and at the level that we're at. Like right now, I don't know. I can't really
Mhm.
say, right? We could be in person, we could be on Discord, we could be in a library, who knows? But we could have our own studio.
yeah.
We can blow up and then get money, get our own studio. I don't know. I
Yeah.
really don't know. I
Mhm.
just hope that we keep doing it because there has been bumps in the road, and I just hope that that doesn't stop us. I hope that we
Yeah.
just keep going because we got a good group of guys here. So I
Mhm.
think that we can do well, and we can put this into something if we really wanted to and put in the work. And the number one compliment that I get, I don't know about you guys are always consistent. That's the number one thing that
Yeah.
everyone says is the consistency is really well. You guys should be proud of yourselves, all that stuff. And it's true. That's the
Mhm.
biggest thing you can do to work hard, right? Consistency. That's so that's my answer.
And the thing is with like YouTube too, it's like subscribers don't come overnight. Like unless you go viral, especially with like long form content, you don't really like pop off as like quickly as like getting like recommended videos on YouTube if you have like under 12 minutes or whatever the like
Yeah.
perfect like time is. Since we're doing long form content, it's really hard for us to like
Mhm.
get our stuff out there because of how like obviously it's longer and people like don't have the attention spans for like super long form content, especially if they don't really know us. So it's just like we gotta keep staying consistent and keep like a upload schedule. But I think by the time we reach 200 episodes, I think like we could do great things. I think we could
can.
probably be at like, how many subs do you think we'd be at 200 episodes?
There's no way to tell it. We're not consistent.
Just
with
for a
the subs.
guess, what do you think?
Episode 200, that'll be hard to tell. because it's like,
Million.
will we like just dramatically get a
Yeah.
sub
Like,
like
a spike.
spike? Yeah.
I think a good goal for that would be 1,000 subs by episode 200.
Holy crap.
So look at pan the camera quickly. By the time that the podcast boys reach episode 200, we will be at 1,000 subs. I'm calling it now. Clip this, and then
No
in like
way.
2 years or something, we'll
That's a big
see.
prediction.
So
I think that at the rate we're at now, to be honest, I don't think we will be leaving 200 subs.
but I think at the like since we got past, we just broke 100. I think it will be quicker to gain traction now that we've kind of like got our
So-
foot out the door type thing.
Okay.
Like we might start gaining traction, and like maybe we're getting more views. Maybe we get higher, not like just like better guests or like more entertaining people. 'Cause we kind of
Sponsors.
have- yeah,
Mm.
I think we're a long way from sponsors, but you know we never know. Maybe we'll get sponsors.
It's possible.
He is talking with somebody right now. We'll say that. We'll say that.
Sponsors in the works.
Maybe, yeah. But I think that I see what you're saying with like foot out the door. So could that mean? So you're saying the more subs that we get, the easier it'll get as
Yeah.
time goes on. Okay.
I think so, because we kind
that
of
makes sense.
grow a platform, and then I think that's better for our future. I think
Jackson.
Jackson's
You
message
gotta use your
ring
tongue
top
to
over
get
here.
the.
Oh yeah.
No,
Also,
get on your shirt. You have to use
Jackson, check the camera in
reach
like
down.
8 minutes. See if it stops recording.
your tongue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we were recording for like 20, almost 22 minutes.
Bumps in the road.
21.
Bumps in the road.
Yeah.
Bumps in the road.
Yeah, almost 22. So for me, I'll say like my expectations for 200 subscribers or
Mhm.
200 episodes, whatever it is. I would say I want to see us have our own intro, like
Yes.
a
Yes.
video, like
Mhm.
Impulsive.
Yeah.
Like we
Oh,
have B-roll that's
that would be
combined together with
sick.
some music and the
Oh.
title, like the
Yeah.
podcast boys, or yeah. And then I'd say we have figured out some way to record like that, because I want to have the best quality out of that camera, and
Mhm.
also record like this so we can upload to Spotify or whatever platform,
Mhm.
and then better guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, what do you guys think for like at the end of the year? So like I said that's like 2 years away. But what do you guys want to get from? You think the end of this year? What are your guys' goals? Not like predictions, just more so goals, like what you want to try to hit by the end of the year.
I want to leave the year. I want to leave this year feeling better about the podcast and how we did from that year than. Oh, dude, how do I say this? I want to leave the year. I want to leave 2022 feeling good about what we accomplished in that year. So I want to feel better about ourselves. So I don't want to leave 2022 being like, oh, dude, 2021 was so much better. No. I want to leave 2022
Mhm.
being happy, being like, all right, we did the best we could and we worked the hardest we could. Then I'll be happy, and that's the happiest I can be, really. I mean, obviously, it'll be sick if we get 1 million subs and overnight. Not gonna happen, but I'm just saying that would be also pretty cool. But no, I'm not expecting that to happen. But I do think that will make me truly happy. And so far, I'm already at that. I think that we've already done better than we have in 2021. We stayed pretty much the same,
Yeah.
but just because of this is by itself a big accomplishment. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think that's pretty good.
For me, like I'd say for the end of the year, what I like my goals kind of for the podcast, if we could start getting our content on like not even Spotify, but like SoundCloud or Spotify or any like podcasting platform would be, I think, a big plus for us. It might help us grow too, because we're kind of reaching new audiences. And also, I think another goal that we should try to set, this is kind of an ambitious goal, but I think it might be possible, is 200 subs by the end of the year for the podcast boys. If we keep like
99 more.
yeah,
I think it's possible.
if we just keep pushing and like promoting and stuff.
You gotta really-
Also, I want to try to kind of like rebrand our Instagram and stuff, and I don't know, just make it more professional. And yeah, I just maybe even try to do shorts. Like we've been talking about it a lot before, but trying to do like short form content, because like I said, like
you need to do that, my
yeah,
friend.
I was trying to do it with like basically you have to crop the video on
Yeah.
and you have to like keep it vertical for like Instagram and like TikTok and stuff.
Oh, I can teach you that.
But the hard part is when you're in like Discord, everything's like
yeah.
it's like the worst format for like
Or what if you
crop
screen
and stuff.
record?
So what I've been I found an app where you can like cut it and crop it on like just like your phone. But
There you go.
yeah, so hopefully by the end of the year we'll have like short form content, and
Yeah, I can teach you like with keyframing in Premiere
Yeah.
Pro. I agree that's really hard on Discord because they're scattered in the triangle, like
Yeah.
the 3 people. So you have to use keyframes and
mhm.
make the position of the screen go from the different place. But for here, since you're panning the camera, this is really good because
Yeah.
you can just have it like, I think for TikTok the resolution is 1080 by 1920.
Mhm.
You just put that into Premiere. You put I think it's like scale or transform. You just put that and boom, you're set. And you can
Yeah.
add captions if you want, which is so easy.
Mhm.
So yeah, I definitely want to do that as well. I forgot
Yeah.
to include that. And for me, at the end of the year, I would say shorts, the YouTube shorts or
Yeah.
TikToks, and definitely the Spotify.
Yeah,
That
I think that.
because
be
that will
cool.
also help with. I think it's way better for people. They can just shut off
Yeah.
their phone and
They're going to
listen
work and
to
like
not just have their screen on. Not
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
has
Yeah.
YouTube Plus, which
yeah.
that's the downside of uploading to YouTube. But that's definitely what I would say my expectations are.
That'd be sick. Yeah. Yeah, and you know that not too long ago that seemed pretty hard, but now it's a
Mhm.
bit more. We can see it closer in the horizon.
Yeah.
So
And Jackson, you got 2 minutes.
to check. Yeah.
One thing I kind of want to touch on, just in terms
Uh-huh.
of topics, quickly, before 2 minutes, I gotta do it quick. I was just looking at my news and stuff. So basically, Vancouver's had like crazy weather like recently.
Oh yeah.
We've had like it was snowing, and it's like dude,
April.
it's April and it's snowing. So it was like snowing, and then it was like thundering, and raining, all types of stuff, and sunny, all on the same day. So there's some pretty crazy weather recently, you know.
It's gonna be raining. It's gonna be 13 degrees for April. Not that great of weather. You know,
Yeah.
it should be like what, 16, 17 on a good day, like normally.
The fact that the mountain stuff snows crazy. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
the mountain,
Whistler,
Yeah.
I went up there today, and the snow was like, it was almost like it's like winter. Like it was snowing, and like snow was really good. So
Crazy.
yeah.
We got 28 minutes here.
Yep.
20. You got
It should
20
be 29:59 is when it's supposed to stop. So we'll see if it still goes or not. Just tell us if the red dot's still there. So what's next?
Jackson's, how long is on the camera? 27?
It's 27. 128 right now.
128?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, 128. That'd be 128. That's an hour and 28.
No, 28.
28, bro.
We're on 28.
128.
Oh,
Minute
Let me
left.
see what happens.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it will stop. All right. So Jackson, how is it back there? From you're our first cameraman as well. I forgot to mention that. How is it?
Good. I don't know. I should be loud to get you.
No, yeah, at
Yeah.
that voice, yeah.
Yeah, they'll hit you in the background.
Yeah.
Give him the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start spitting on the
Yeah,
mic.
so I was just like looking at that because it looks like a Among Us character.
Oh, what? I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Is that that's the one I threw.
Oh,
Dude, it actually
Show
does.
I threw. This is the one I threw. That looks like Among Us, bro.
Zoom in on that, bro. Get some good zoom up here.
Yeah.
That's
Among Us.
crazy, dude.
Alright, you got like 30 seconds
The
to
hell?
see if it's gonna.
you got 1 minute right now.
1 minute?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay.
So what? That's the white character from Among Us.
The white Among Us character here was.
Hey, give me that.
Dude.
Oh.
You're like,
Last minute.
yeah,
Going crazy on set.
yeah. We'll see what happens after this. Jackson, you've been a great cameraman. Can't wait to see this footage. Oh,
It's gonna be
dude, how's the
creamy.
bubbly? You got a lot there?
I don't know, like a quarter left.
You're good.
Have you guys heard about Elon Musk tried to buy Twitter recently?
Really?
Yeah,
I
so
did, I heard.
basically Twitter they put in this like new thing called the poison pill defense, in response to Elon Musk's hostile takeover bid. So here, I found an article from like CBC, I think. So Twitter said Friday that its board of directors had unanimously adopted a poison pill defense in response to Tesla CEO Elon Musk's proposal to buy the company for more than 43 billion US and take it private. The move would allow existing Twitter shareholders, except for Musk, to buy additional shares at a discount, thereby diluting Musk's stake in the company and making it harder for him to corral a majority of shareholder votes in favor of acquisition. Twitter's plan would take effect if Musk, through roughly 9% stakes, grows to 15% or more. The poison pill injects another twist into the melodrama surrounding the possibility of the world's richest person taking over a social media platform he described Thursday as the world's de facto town square. Twitter said its plan would reduce the likelihood that any one person can gain control of the company without either paying shareholders a premium or giving the board more time to evaluate an offer. Such defenses, formerly called shareholders' rights plans, used to prevent the hostile takeover by a corporation by making any acquisition prohibitively expensive for the bidder. So yeah, he tried to put 43 million in for Twitter, which is, I think it's 43 billion. Yeah, 43 billion US, which is an insane amount of money to buy a company. And so yeah, Twitter put in that poison pill in response. So what do you guys think about that?
Hopefully, well, actually, I don't know how he would manage it. Like, would he manage it better than the Twitter CEOs that they got going on right now, or would he be worse? I don't know. I mean, dude, he can like buy anything he wants. It's just a matter of, do they want him to buy it?
Yeah.
Yes or no? You know.
Dude, 43 billion. That's like so much
Yeah,
money.
and they declined the offer. They said it was too low to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Too low to be
And
taken
I'm like,
seriously.
oh my gosh.
That's
They,
too low.
Yeah,
Most people don't make that much money in their life, dude.
No, dude, literally no one will, unless
Nobody.
you're Elon Musk. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, to buy a company for that much money, like, is insane. And the fact that they denied it is even more
And it says
insane.
too low.
I think it's crazy how these like social media platforms are really just taking over. Cause if you're the world's richest man, you can't own, Twitter
Dude,
or
I
Facebook.
wonder how he feels about that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think. What do you guys think about the like defense measures? So they put in a poison pill. So technically, if you go off this, no one can ever fully own the company, like more than 15% of like shares of the company. So you can never own like the majority of the company and make decisions on it. So it's
Well, they'll
technically
be there forever. Because
Yeah.
the internet will be there for a long, long time.
and the CEO and like the people who own Twitter like basically have like full control over it. I mean, I think it's kind of smart because they can kind of like choose the direction they want the platform to go in. Like, let's say Elon Musk wanted to like completely change Twitter, he can't. Like,
Yeah.
it's stuck kind of the
It's
way
Twitter.
it is.
It'll always be like Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's just part of the programming, It's just part of the deal. Like, oh, you can't own that certain amount of money.
Yeah.
I mean, not money. Certain amount of Twitter.
If you're Twitter, would you let him buy it? 43 billion.
That's a shit ton of money. But you got to keep in mind, there's people that they got to give the money to. Jackson's saying no right now. I would probably say...
43
know.
billion. That's like, okay. I wonder how many people actually work like at Twitter for Twitter. Like, it's just, do people actually work
Yeah.
for? Yeah.
I would maybe say no, just because you'd have to manage, you'd have to do a lot of like calculations, and also money. Like, I get asked this quite a bit. Would you do this for $8 billion? No, because it'll just mess me up like mentally, and also it's just like if you have something that you really admire and someone wants to buy it off of you, like it'd have to be a lot of money to convince you. It'd have to take a lot of money to convince you, because you have an attachment to that. If I
Yeah.
owned Twitter, I would have that attachment, and I'll be like, no, it's like no amount of money would.
Mm-hmm.
That's happened to George Lucas. Like the amount of money that he was offered for Star Wars, his grandkids will still be having the money.
Yeah. It's
But
like
he-
generational wealth.
Yeah,
like,
but then when he sold it, he was like, I sold my soul.
yeah.
So.
And especially,
That's
I think more so with movies though, like you create kind of like a foundation and a culture around certain like movies. So I think that I just think by like selling like a movie thing, like Disney kind of took it in their own direction. That's what I mean. If Elon Musk bought it, he'd probably like switch the like
Switch a
course
lot.
for what's
but,
going
like-
on with Twitter. He probably had like NFTs or something that you know what I mean.
He'll probably have
Or,
like you know how he has like Tesla and all that stuff looks the same almost.
yeah,
It'd
exactly.
be looking like that.
He switched the Twitter logo up. Bro.
Yeah, to like Tesla or some shit.
Yeah, he changed the name or something. Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
Yeah, so I was gonna bring up the 99 Originals. You know that by Logan
I
Paul.
heard about it.
He's selling like these photos that he takes for 99 days. I think that's how it went, and it's like a film, and you also get an NFT of it, and you get be a part of this community of people that bought it. I think that's crazy. He just wants to make so much money. He's gonna auction them off, so
It's gonna be a lot of money.
it's gonna sell for millions.
Yeah, he's rich.
He's gonna make back the money he spent on the Pokemon stuff.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. That's true.
Like, who do you like? In my opinion, who do you think would buy his NFT? Because a lot of them are like,
Anybody. Jackson will. He's
but there are a
silly
lot of
monster.
like personalized pictures toward like his kind of.
Life.
Yeah, it's like I watched the video of him like explaining it. He said it was kind of like his like passion project, like
Yeah,
his.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think like some of the photos he like took were like he said were like I don't know, some of his favorite photos are probably just like I don't know, meaningful like only
To him. To him.
So for some people, like let's say you have an NFT of something that's super meaningful to him, it won't have the same sort of like sentimental value, although it will hold like, you know.
You can think about it like this: is that
Material
people will
value.
buy people's bathwater. People will buy people that have like those people. If people will buy bathwater, people will buy anything like, for example, Supreme. It's
Yeah.
Supreme. That's why I have to get it.
Yeah,
Just because it's
exactly.
Supreme. It's Logan Paul's. That's why I have to get it. Same sort of
Mhm.
thing.
But I think for a lot of his viewers, like a lot of his viewers are like not as old, or like a lot of his viewers are pretty young.
Yeah.
So like for them to be buying NFTs and like, you know, it's like, hey mom, can you buy me the new
Well, I
90?
feel like
You
he has
know,
a lot of 20-something-year-old viewers.
True.
So maybe they'll wanna.
or maybe like friends
Yeah.
as well buying like into his thing. What do you think of the idea though? I think it's pretty cool that he's actually like
It's interesting.
it's a cool project. Like
Some of the photos
99.
look nice as hell.
They're all done with the Polaroid camera
Yeah.
too. You think that's like a sponsorship he had with Polaroid to take it on the camera, or is it just his?
Maybe.
I don't think
Creative
so, because
choice.
I feel like if it would be, he would say. that it
Mm,
was
Yeah.
a sponsorship.
Yeah.
But hey, the way it is, it's almost like it is a sponsorship.
Yeah, like the way he's promoting and stuff. Like in one of the things, like I took all the photos with a Polaroid. Blah, blah. Like, why do you think Polaroid opposed to like you could have like a really good
Well,
digital camera?
It's
or
disposable. He also
Mhm.
said that he likes the font of it and likes the
the
texture and all
style?
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and Polaroids, that's just Polaroid, you know? It's classic.
timeless kind of, right?
Yeah. It's cool, but like being auction, like
Yeah,
somebody's gonna be betting big bucks on it.
yeah. What do you guys
Definitely.
think about like the whole NFT thing? I was like, I was watching a video on this guy. It was like an NFT guy, like who's been
Guru.
in it, or he's been like working with his team for like years or whatever, and he's been studying it for a long time. And he said that NFTs are gonna go less like away from like sort of like PNGs and like
Not as much
images of monkeys
yeah.
with like blunts in their hand, but it's gonna sort of switch over to like,
like one of these.
digital contracts. So it's gonna be like I forget kind of what he said, but it's just like if like you own sort of like the rights to a thing. So like there's one thing that he said is really interesting to me is like, you know how Google, like they take your information and they can like, you know, that's how they give you specialized ads
They
and
keep it.
specialized videos and stuff.
Cookies.
Say they're taking your
Jackson's
cookies.
saying cookies.
Yeah. So they take your information and stuff to like give you, you know, better like stuff that appeals to you.
Yeah.
And so I saw this guy. He was saying that NFTs in the future could be like all that information gets stored in an NFT, and you own all of your digital information. So let's
There's
say
Google for that.
yeah, but let's say you take like your, you know, like the ancestry tests and stuff. You know how that people say, oh, they sell it to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Google
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
you did one.
Yeah, you did one.
Oh
But,
yeah, so did I.
Yeah, now your information is Google. But they're saying like you can take the results of that, put it in an NFT, and now you own your thing, one of one. Like
So it's like Logan Paul's.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
with-
Yeah, the whole NFT thing's really interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't really have to. I don't have any hate comments on it. Nothing bad with it. I feel like
Yeah.
it's fine, but just the way life is going, you know.
Mhm.
Can't really do much about it.
True.
Yeah. I was gonna say, let's talk more about the podcast, but I don't know anything else to say
I
about it.
don't know anything
Like,
else.
I just
Thank
want to
you.
say, like, yeah,
Yeah.
that we've been doing like really good, and I don't know, like our plans. We already brought that out, and
Yeah.
why we wanted to start it, but I just want to say it's been really great.
Mhm. You guys maybe want to talk about like some of the issues we've had,
Oh yeah.
just because I
Okay.
think like behind the scenes they don't really know.
Yeah,
Like
we
I
gotta
think
touch
we
on
might have
that.
addressed it briefly, but like just talk about some of the issues we had like throughout. You know.
Like today.
No, well, like, I don't know. So, basically, we went in person and then back, like, online. Like, we did it, well, we were in online for most of it because we started during COVID, obviously. And then we went in person, and then basically what happened is COVID got super bad where we live, so we had to switch it back online. And, like, there's
Okay,
stuff
yeah.
with the mixer and, like,
Mixer, mics,
yeah.
availability.
So it took us quite a while to get back into person. And now we're just like, if we want to have guests and stuff, we have to get extra mics. Like, as well of it is like a time investment, we also have to put money in to like keep it going and like getting mics and like, I don't know. So, it takes time and effort and stuff. But
Yeah. One of the struggles that we did have is when we wanted to do in person, we had to buy microphones that would support like a mixer. So yeah, I still have my mic that I use at home because I can plug it into a laptop and we can use something called Voice Meter, and it's like a
Some mixer.
built-in mixer that you can put two inputs. It's lots of streamers use it. I used to use it when I streamed for my school esports, and it's a good tool. So yeah, we had that. Also, say like today the audio, like we use Audacity for this to record audio. I didn't realize it was actually recording the laptop audio because you have to restart Audacity when you put a new input mic. So yeah, I thought, why isn't Cal's mic working, or why is it like really loud? So it ended up working. So it just took a little time to realize that. You like wasted like 10-15 minutes
Yeah.
doing that, and then had to do all the levels again because I was like, hey yo, why is it not corresponding to the thing? Like I put Cal's gain all the way down, but it was so loud. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's one thing today that went wrong, but other than that, it's been pretty good. We've had just sometimes technical difficulties with Wi-Fi, or yeah, like someone just disconnects off Discord. That's the good
Yeah.
thing. IRL,
Yeah.
you don't have that problem.
I have to use my
disconnect from
computer.
Yeah.
Discord
Yeah.
online.
Oh, thank God that's gone.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, and sometimes we'd have guests, and then, like, the thing with having guests online is, like, if their camera's not good or their mic quality's
Yeah.
not good, the whole podcast just kind of gets, like, brung down because you're just, like, not as
Yeah,
good quality. You don't
definitely.
really hear what they have to say, and you're distracted
Yeah.
by, like, the audio and the video and just, yeah.
Definitely. And that's gonna be great when we got them here.
Yeah. All you gotta
And-
do is just, you got the mic here, and then you just come sit down and talk.
Yeah, most importantly, mic quality. Like sometimes some people's mics were like so
Yeah.
loud or so quiet.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
Discord I had to like always adjust. You see me
Yeah.
right clicking user volume
Yeah, yeah.
max, like halfway in. So it's great that you have this, and the quality is so good. Like, so
Yeah.
good.
We'll see how this is with the camera quality. Hopefully it's really good.
Mhm.
It will be.
There is 4K on this camera. Should not use it because the file is be so big.
Yeah. And there's a
Mhm.
little crop, but that's not a problem. Just file size, I would not shoot 4K for a
Of course
podcast.
not,
Mhm.
Except if you have like a huge 1 terabyte
Yeah.
hard drive, then go for it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not there. At least not yet. Is my levels too low, do you think, or is it good?
Just gotta like talk to the microphone.
Talk to the microphone. Alright.
We're still figuring it out. in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Dude, it's weird because we've just been kind of like sitting in our bedrooms or just like sitting wherever you are, talking to a camera on your like laptop. It's almost like online school, and it's just
Yeah.
weird to
Yeah.
like do it in person again because it's now like I'm talking to the camera, I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking into the mic while I'm holding it, opposed to just being like on a stand when I'm sitting in my room. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we're learning as we go. But
We're only gonna get
also,
better.
how long's the recording been?
15.
All right, we're good. So 14 minutes.
I have one more thing that I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys have done it yet, but me and Jackson, we go to the same school, and we've had course selection, like information going on for grade 11. So we're all in grade 10 right now. We're going to grade 11. And, we have to pick courses to, like, get into, what we kind of want to do later on and stuff for, like, grade 11. So you have to pick, like, at our school, there's a couple courses you already have to take. You have to take English. You have to take religion at our school because it's a Catholic school.
Required courses.
Required, yeah. But then you have to take, like, one math. You can take 2 sciences, a socials, an elective, like applied skill. There's a bunch of different courses you have to take. So you guys kind of know what you're taking yet or not?
What's up, Jackson?
We also have to take an indigenous thing.
Oh,
yeah,
learning,
grade
yeah.
12.
they just added that for our year. We'll be the first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know about that, actually. We'll
all
see.
these new languages you have to learn,
Yeah,
cultures.
It's
Yeah.
actually mandatory for graduation.
It is.
Is
And
that-
I don't know if I'll like it or not. It doesn't sound that great to me. Like we're
Is that
forced
gonna-
to take another.
Is it gonna be
Yes.
like I know, so in our school we have like career,
Yeah.
it's kind of like we have like a 2 credit course, which is just like at the end of the day for like 40 minutes, only on Mondays every week. We have like a career thing. Like I know you guys have personal project. Ours is called Wheel. That type of like class where it's just like an extra thing on top of your other
Yeah,
like
we got those.
whatever
It's
classes.
annoying.
So do you think the indigenous thing would be like that, or do you think it would be a full class with
I
like
never
4 credits?
You think it's gonna be 4 credits,
Well, it is
Jackson?
4 credits.
It
A
is.
full class, really? That's I don't know. I don't know how I
I
feel
wonder how
about
that'll
that
fit into the timetable.
because obviously that's another required course
Yeah.
and takes away from if you wanted to do something later on. You take an elective. Like I know I kind of want to go into business and like I want to take a bunch of the business electives, but
Dude, e-commerce.
I can. I'm taking I think marketing grade 11, and then I want to take like accounting or something grade 12.
Dude.
But I can only take like 1 or 2 electives, so I want to take almost like all of them, but with another class
We'll
gone,
see how it is. I guess.
Would that-
We gotta wait.
yeah.
It's crazy. So we started this podcast in grade 8.
Mhm.
We're going in grade 11. Now, when it comes to the indigenous studies, first of all, socials last year taught a lot about indigenous stuff. I don't think we need any more indigenous taught stuff. We already got socials. We already got. Jackson's saying I'm gonna get canceled. We already have. In my school, you can learn the Squamish language. Okay, so there's already that language. The option there for you. And to be honest, I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys. I think that the reason why they're going for this is a big part of it is because of how the native people found the graves
Yeah.
in the schools, because that came about. It's horrible what happened, and it's horrible that they had to find this out like this. But this was years ago, guys. Like, this isn't our government now. Like, sure, you can, people can argue like our government's really bad now, or people will say it's really good. Either way, it doesn't matter because it happened so many years ago. So I just think it's bullshit, to be honest with you. And I think there's a bunch of people that are trying to be, politically correct, and the cultural appropriation is, a big idea that they have, right? So I just think it's stupid, and we'll see how it goes. Thankfully, it'll only be 1 year for us. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't know much about it right now. I'm sure a lot of people don't, but
Yeah.
we'll go from there, I guess.
Yeah, I think like we learn a lot about in socials and stuff. Like I think like in socials, like for our kind of classes, we have a bunch of different like units. So for socials, that's like a full unit of just indigenous studies.
Oh.
But I think that having a full class, like I see like their incentive and kind of like what they're going for, but
Yeah.
I think that is a little excessive, especially
It
for
is.
a full high school like class. Like even at my elementary school, we learned a lot about it.
Because it's we're in Canada,
Yeah, and
but
it's
you're taking it too far if you have that class.
if you take a full class, I think it should be optional almost and not a required course.
Yeah.
I think their kind of like motive or like what they're trying to accomplish here is like they're trying to like rebuild or like I guess like I don't know how to say it, but just like
They want to
kinda
bring back
fix-
the ideology and
Yeah,
like,
they
all
kind of
that
just want to
stuff.
like fix what happened, or like almost like try to do their part in like, I don't know, bringing it back and not like accepting it kind of thing. So I think that yeah, I think it's a good idea, but I just think that for it to be a full high school class, like taking it 4 credits is a little extreme, but
It is, I think.
yeah.
But hey, who are we to say?
Mm-hmm.
We don't work for the school board. But yeah, I don't know. Interesting though. It's interesting.
Yeah. Do you guys know what you want to go into like after high school, kind of?
Yeah. Me, I think business.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude. Or science, but I realized that I have to take a course that I don't have on my grade 11 thing, so
Mm.
I might have to do summer school, but
Hey, if it's
Yeah.
worth it, if
Yeah.
you're trying to get into what you're trying to get,
Yeah.
it's worth it.
then, yeah, probably business.
Yeah.
Dude, we should do it together.
Yeah,
Collab,
yeah,
dude.
same school.
Yeah.
Collab.
Yeah, the thing, like for business schools, you need like, so I think I'm gonna be taking physics next year. Like a good science isn't really required for business, but they say it looks better because academically like harder course like chemistry and
Yeah.
physics. I hate chemistry though, dude.
I hate
was-
it. This year was. I don't
Holy
think.
shit.
I can't remember the last time I had a course this hard.
Oh,
Out of my
yeah.
whole K to 10, it's so hard to
dude,
chemistry. For
I
me
like-
at least. Jackson's like, what the hell is behind the
Yo, I
camera?
love how
I
we can
was-
see ourselves. That's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Physics was hard for me.
I like physics like I don't know, for some reason I understand
Physics wasn't
physics,
too bad.
but I just don't.
But physics 11, it's a lot of math, bro. It's a lot of math and
Yeah.
a lot of physics. Like,
Yeah, for me chemistry like for a bit like it's just so many formulas, and it's like to me it's like more math than chemistry, and I just like my brain just like can't handle it, dude. I don't know if
For
I was
me-
like, I felt like I was just like zoning out the whole class, and then like, oh, you have a test on this, and it's like write this formula, and I was just like
yeah.
completely
For
gone.
me, most people in my class did not understand any of the chemistry unit, and we
Yeah.
had it for like almost 2 months. It was crazy. It went on for so long, and then we had like biology for like 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
But I think that so grade 10 kind of touched onto all of those, so you can decide what you want to do next year.
Yeah.
For me at least. But I think that okay, so here's how I break it down. Biology, I don't really care about the English. I don't really care about the human body and like how that works, because some of it can be gross, and also I don't want to dissect stuff as well. So there's that. There's also chemistry. The teacher said that grade 10 chemistry is like 11's that on steroids.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not doing that. If chemistry is the hardest thing I've done in a while, then I'm not doing that. Physics, a lot of people in my LAC had a hard time with it, and I don't
Yeah.
want to have to do the same. I don't want to have to do physics in LAC all the time, and it's just really hard. Like they were saying, it's difficult. So not interested in that. A lot of math. I'm not too great at math when it comes to like memorizing stuff and just doing all that, doing tests. But yeah, so that's not on my alley. So then there's geology. Now, geology,
Oh,
depending
yeah.
on what you want to do, if you want to be a geologist or whatever it's called, is that how you say it? Geologist?
Yeah,
Is there-
geology.
If you want to be a geologist, then great, do it. But I don't really want to, so I don't really want to be a scientist or anything like that, so I don't really think it will affect me that much. It's probably one of the easier sciences to take, and the teacher's pretty cool. I've had him
Mhm.
before, so hopefully all goes well. That's my science. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackson, what science are you taking?
I don't know yet.
You don't know
No.
yet. Don't you have to do your courses? Or I had to do it in February for me.
When's ours?
I think it's like later this month or something. We have a bit of time. I think a couple weeks for us.
Yeah, I don't like at my school how you have to, you can't even do an elective and you already have to decide. Like I have art coming up soon. I have to wait to see how art is. I don't get to experience it and then decide. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And they don't even say how to properly do the course selection. They just say, oh, here's this and here's this, fill it out like that. They don't help you. I mean, sure, you can get an appointment with the counselor, but who wants to do that? I mean, unless you're really open with her and whatnot, but
Mhm.
or him, whoever. But yeah, no, I think it's interesting. That's the fridge, Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah.
What science are you
Intruder.
taking?
Life sciences, sadly.
Like
So
bio.
biology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bio 11.
Yeah, no, I want to take physics, but I made the mistake. I'll have to contact my counselor, and then,
Are
yeah,
they good? You know?
the counselor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Talk to them much?
yeah, they're good.
What's
They
their
help me
gender?
out. Don't know.
You don't
Just
know
kidding.
gender.
Yeah, they're
They them.
it's a dog.
They're
No.
an it. I don't know.
But sciences, life sciences, yeah. Oh man, I should have done physics, but maybe I'll just change it.
Yeah.
We'll see. So what's
Geology
the
rocks.
yeah? What's the 5 minutes?
Some
Okay.
Brawl Star shit, bro. On God.
Carl quote.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for real. Bro, I used to main Carl. What was it?
Carl
Carl
was
Rico. Bro, me and Colin.
Oh.
Holy fuck. We
Yeah.
used to play Brawl Stars all the time.
I was playing it
Carl Rico, bro.
quite good.
Like,
Anyone that's trying to do Duo Showdown with a buddy, take
holy
notes.
fuck, Carl Rico. It was insane. I had like Max Rico, you had Max Carl, and then we were like cracked, bro. We win it like every time.
Yeah.
Free trophies.
So we have like 4 minutes left. Do you guys want to end it here, or do you want
I'll
to
say this.
say?
Me and Jackson are the only ones that I think that like Carl. Because everyone else is hating on Carl, bro. He's good. He's ass. Are you saying he's ass?
Carl from Brawl Stars?
He's good. Yeah, from Brawl Stars.
Yeah, it's the guy with the boomerang.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
think he's good? I think you said that he was bad, no?
He's okay.
Carl's
I
I
mean-
bro.
That's so
Yeah,
mad.
What's her
true.
name? The fire breather.
Amber?
Yeah.
Oh,
Amber
I
was
hate
the-
He never got Amber, but yeah, I remember you wanted to Amber.
She's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Carl is pretty cracked. Ralph's gonna be watching this and getting mad, but no, he's
Bro.
good. Carl's good. Yeah.
I used to like main Rico, bro. Rico is
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
Yo, Rico, bro. If you're playing Brawl Stars, use Rico, bro. He's literally good in every map. You got the range. You can bounce the balls, bro. It's crazy.
He's like Colt, but on drugs.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Bro, Colt's mid, bro. For real. Colt's overrated as fuck. Everyone who's using Colt, bro, just
He is over.
play Rico, bro. He's much better. And like way sexier, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that all?
I think that's all.
Episode 100. Quite crazy.
Yeah, so this is episode 100. I can't believe we've made it this far. So, yeah.
Jackson, come in.
Jack, you wanna... You switch?
No,
Wanna
end it with him in it. Just come in.
How
Just,
do we end it though?
then we'll just, I don't know.
Cameraman. Ah. Oh shit.
This is weird. I got
Cameraman.
what is it called? I got like 3 minutes before like it's gonna end. So I just want to
Okay.
say one thing. The Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. It's been a while since it came
We
out,
watched it.
and I gotta say, if you know you're a huge fan and all that, the Grand Inquisitor. If you don't know who that is, you gotta watch Star Wars Rebels. I hate how he looks. Okay, bro, his goofy ass circle egghead is horrible, and I gotta say, it's only a trailer, so they can still fix it. And if they don't fix it, I'm not gonna watch the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
But hey, they have excuses.
What's the excuse, bro?
They're saying no, not the company, not Disney is saying excuses, but the people that are like, oh well, the reason he doesn't look the same is because their species evolves and it's a cartoon that you're comparing it to.
Yeah, no, but like it doesn't even generally look anything like him. Like
It doesn't.
it's
I
like
didn't
this
know
is
who he
his
was.
head.
I
This
didn't
is
know who
his
he was.
head.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. That
Yeah.
circle thing.
like more
That's
like
his
this.
head.
Like
No, more like that, bro. And his eyes, the simplest thing ever. Couldn't even make his eyes yellow. Couldn't even do that.
You just gotta add contact lenses in.
Yeah, he's done.
I didn't know who he was when I saw him in the trailer, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's him from Star Wars Rebels?
Couldn't even tell. Anywho, let's end it. ET, get in here.
Yeah.
Alright, we got like pretty much less than a minute.
Okay, alright.
Substitution.
Battle stations! Alright. E.T., close us out.
Yeah, alright. This is episode 100. I'm so glad we made it here. Gotta end it quick, but we will see you episode 101. This will be on Spotify, and I hope, if I get this on my computer. But yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace.